What style of trading does your day trading, swing trading strategy require? That's going to be the main question here, and that's what I want to get across because I see this quite a bit with beginner traders, with people that are just getting started into the stock market, and not necessarily just the stock market. It could be any financial market, cryptocurrency, forex market, futures market, etc. But they find themselves in certain situations, and then the question, which is the name of this video, okay, well, what style of trading does your overall strategy actually require? And I want you to just up front, I'm gonna be doing no theory here. It's gonna be all real time. It's gonna be live. It's going to be an actual situation because I'm gonna take you to one of my live trade videos and I'm gonna actually teach the lesson in there because you'll also see the lesson play out, so it'll make more here. The point of me in front of the blackboard real quick is just to set up the general context, and then we're gonna hop into live trading. So again, you're not gonna, well, is this gonna be one of these in theory videos? No, there's no theory. You're gonna see exactly everything play out and then get the lesson explained to you more in there. But to set up the context, as traders, it is guaranteed that you're gonna have situations like this. So there you are, the trader. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna trade, and then you're gonna find yourself, and you're gonna see my artistic skills in one of these situations here where you take a losing trade and you're in a hole, okay? So the question here becomes all about this right here. What kind of style is needed for you to climb out of that hole, which comes from, again, the losing trade. So that's the context going in. I was in a hole, there was a losing trade, and it all boils down to that arrow. Arrow representing style, requirements needed to get out of that hole. So without further ado, let's go to the live trading video. And like I said, the lesson itself is also baked into the results. Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I don't know what's coming next. So this, as opposed to, 11:26. I got to get this. I'm a little late on it, but watching 11:26 here on Tesla for a short. Now, the market's already been open. I'm down right now, $90. But in my mind, if 11:26 can fall, then I can turn this day around and get back into the green. So there we are, in at 11:26. Now it's a question of, can we get some good solid downwards pressure here? Tesla can move very, very quickly, and I am banking on the fact, actually this is more so based on the 5-minute chart here, but 11:26 has quite a bit of a track record, and with it now broken, looking to see if this thing wants to begin to get some continuation to the downside. There we go. Came down very nicely. I was not quick enough, though, to pull out some gains, but let's give this another try here to see if it wants to come back down. Pick up another surge of downwards pressure. Looking for a break of 11:23. There we go. This one is actually quite difficult to get out on, even with 5 shares. Trying to scale out with 5 shares. It's quite the pain. Let's see this thing down below 11:22. Am I being just greedy right now? Perhaps. But got to give this thing a chance to work for me here. So still have 40 shares. And wow, what a great looking candle this is. Looking good, looking good. With a candle like that, you got to like where this thing could potentially go. Fantastic. Can we get the break of 1120? Going to be stubborn. But let's see what happens. Knocking on that door, 1120. There it is, broke. Not a very good break, though. See if it wants to come back down, give it another try. I'm also watching the markets right now, and the markets are bleeding quite a bit. In my perfect world, there we go. I was going to say, in my perfect world, this thing gets down below 119. Very good. So 10 shares left. But wow, this is quite the move. I like the chance it can at least get down to 116.50. But might just call it good here. And I am just going to call it good. So there we go. Just like that. Up, or from down $90 to now being up $138. So a good solid trade, and very happy with it. And I should, this was all based on that 5-minute time frame. Now, I got kind of interrupted as I was trying to get the context set up, but this was all live, meaning I didn't know what was going to happen next. And so this was not any sort of like post commentary. I was not doing a voiceover or anything like that. You're witnessing me take that trade in real time. But the lesson here that I was trying to set up before everything happened, which I'll kind of have to do in hindsight because everything happened so quick. But even if you're just having kind of a lackluster day, you just never know when something might come along that allows you to, kind of turn things around. And it doesn't need to be an impressive trade, right? And that's the key dynamic here of just controlling, managing risk. When you find yourself only down $90, You don't have to trade like a superhero to get back. And that's the goal here. Hopefully you're saying, geez, Clay, why are you even putting this on YouTube? That wasn't a very impressive trade. Exactly. That's the point. That is the exact point. Not a very impressive trade. Geez, Clay, you only took 50 shares on that? Exactly. That's the point. I didn't have to do anything impressive. I didn't have to do anything crazy at all because, well, I was only down $90. And that's where risk management comes into play. That's why it's important. I'll say this, and I've said it many times for you viewers of the channel. You've heard me say it, but if you find yourself in a situation where you're like, okay, time to break out the cape. I need to trade like a superhero in order to get green, in order to get out of this hole. You're doing the whole risk management thing very, very wrong. I'm going to say that one more time. If you find yourself saying, it's time to trade like a superhero, and I don't know, you put on your Iron Man hat, you grab your Thor hammer, you put on your Superman cape, you put on your bat suit. If you find yourself needing to do that's not good. Okay. That's a situation where you've gone way, or maybe you just don't even have a strategy. So what I like about this and why I want to do the video now, to be fair, it could have backfired on me and it could have, the loss could have gotten bigger. But even in that case, it would not have been a whole lot bigger at all because I, was managing risk the entire time. Now it happened to work out, which is great, which I have no problem admitting. I'm excited to, put it on YouTube. I'd much rather put this than where, it turned into a losing trade. But I hit the record button, so it was going up on YouTube regardless. However, now I'm doing a lesson here, yes, but I'm also kind of stalling because I'm wondering, is there going to be another opportunity here for another trade? But I got to be careful because this thing has already dropped a very large amount. So this could very realistically be the bottom here that's starting to form. So I got to be careful in that regard. But like I said, the moral of the story here, and I hope what you're walking away with is saying, why did I even watch that video? That was the dude did 50 shares and, yeah, and he's back to green, but he did 50 shares. Exactly. I got myself back to green because I was only down $90 in the first place. Now, had that been $900, $9,000, right? It's all scalable, and it's all subjective. But for me, $90 is like you just saw, that's a blink of an eye. And you could, not only can you regain those losses, but as you just saw, put yourself very nicely back into the green. And that's what it's all about. So I realize I'm kind of repeating myself here and I apologize for that. But I am, like I said, trying to stall here and see if there's another potential setup here in mRNA at 338. This is actually one that I tried earlier, did not work out. Was playing that right there. Look at this. Talk about a cruel chart. Fake breakdown 1, fake breakdown 2, fake breakdown 3, moved up, stopped me out. And now all of a sudden, it's coming back down, but that's what played some mind games. Well, not mind games. That was just a cruel move. So it's probably more of a 338 type move there. See if we can get some clearance below those, but 339 could be the case. But also I have to question, am I just wanting to force another trade for the sake of the YouTube video when the whole point of the YouTube video was to illustrate the fact that, hey, you know what? You can trade very unimpressively, but if you trade unimpressively and then you find yourself wiping away losses and then putting yourself nicely back into the green, then you're doing the risk management thing the right way. So just keep that in mind moving forward. If you sit there and you're thinking, I got to trade like a superhero, that is a massive red flag guarantee that your risk management department is not operating as it should. So you want to find yourself where you can trade very anticlimatically, very unimpressively, yet still be finding yourself, oh, that was nice. That was a very unimpressive trade, yet my losses are gone. And oh, wow, I even put myself back in the green. That is the name of the game. And as I saw a little bit longer, this green candle here spiking upwards, I think that's my cue that I need to just move on with my day. So that is all I have. Hopefully this helps and maybe a little bit of a different type of live trade video because usually I'm doing it right from the market open. But in this situation, figured I didn't think there was a whole lot of opportunity out there. And there really wasn't because it was kind of a choppy market. But then saw the opportunity to make a good lesson And I'm glad that the lesson worked out, even though there still would have been a lesson had that been a losing trade. So there you have it. And just to recap things here, we don't want hero. We want yawning. If yawning is what's required to get yourself out of that hole, then you're doing it the right way. If you enjoy videos like this, then communicate that to me, help me out, hit that like button, leave a comment below. Maybe you have a suggestion for another type of video like this. I'm always looking and reading the comments and replying because I like to interact, but also I'm always searching for other ideas too. So if you do have those, then by all means, please leave those down below. And you never know, maybe your comment will show up in a video as a kind of a shout out to giving you credit for suggesting and an idea. So if you enjoyed, like I said, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, check out the channel as a whole. If you like what you see, then at that point, yeah, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. So get out there and yeah, put some yawning in your trading. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.